to MMI if you're Year 7, and welcome back to our Year 8s.
Yeah, and welcome to the Year 7s, because you'll all be new from another school. Really stoked to have you here at Mount Intermediate for your first year here. And to the Year 8s, welcome back. You know, second year, you kind of know your way around a little bit. We're going to be looking to you definitely to help out the Year 7s as they get to know the school and get to know the way it works.
Absolutely. Hey, you may have noticed that your classrooms are not set up. Now, this is not because we've had an extra long holiday.
Or have we? I don't know.
Actually, it's for a reason. This year is a little bit different. We are a composite class of Year 7 and 8, and we're also collaborative. What does that mean? It means you've actually got 2 teachers working in 3 spaces. And that means you've got room 18, room 20, and the corridor in between.
That's right. But who are we? Who are these teachers that are your brand new teachers that you're going to have hanging out with you for the whole year? Well, let's get to know each other in this little bit here.
Well, my name's Emma Sutton, but you can call me Fire Emma. This is my first year working full-time here at MMI, and I'm really looking forward to it. You might have seen me around last year. I was relieving quite a bit, and I was also in Whānau Te Kau for term 3. That was awesome too. Who am I? Well, I'm married to Andy. I've got 3 kids. I've got a daughter who's year 10. I've got a son who's year 8 this year, and I've got another little girl who's turning 5 soon. There she is. I've lived in a lot of places. Last year we came back to New Zealand in April, and we were living in Perth for about 4 years, and prior to that we've been in the Middle East. I grew up in the Solomon Islands for the first 7 years of my life, and also I've lived in England and Kiribati, where my mum comes from. I love anything creative. I love the arts, I love cooking, I love drama, and I love literacy. You know, so those are some of the things that I really enjoy doing. Hey, I'm really looking forward to being part of your learning experience this year, and especially working with Mātua Dan. So a big welcome again to you guys.
Hey guys, my name's Mātua Dan, and I'm really looking forward to working with you all this year. This is my second year here at Mount Intermediate. Prior to that, I was working at the Katikati Primary School with Year 4s and 5s in a big collaborative space, just like we're working in today and this year. So for you Year 7s, I know a little bit about where you've come from, and I also know a bit about working in a collaborative environment with lots of kids, lots of teachers, and in more than one space. Last year here I taught Year 8s, and I absolutely love working in the Mount Intermediate community and the school. A bit about me: I love music, I play piano and guitar, I love a bit of volleyball, playing a bit of tennis as well. I like all things technology, so anything to do with devices or TVs or anything like that. I'm a bit of a politics nerd, so I love learning about politics, following what's happening in the government, and I love reading, and I love food. I like making food, eating food, looking at food, posting food on social media, all of the above. I also just mostly love spending time with my whānau and friends. So that's a bit about me. Fire, Emma and I cannot wait to work with you this year.
Hey, so as you heard earlier, we haven't set up the classroom. Check it out. And that's because we want to hand over the reins to you. We want you to have a really big part in how we actually set up our classroom for the whole year. And so you're going to get one of these amazing packs. Check this out. And inside this is going to be more information about what it is that you're required to do in your thinking groups. So we hope that you're really excited. We can't wait to hear your plans. We can't wait to hear what you've got, your ideas, and to see exactly how you decide how your classroom is going to look.
Thanks, Fire Emma. Now that you know a little bit about what we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, it's time to tell you a little bit more detail about how we're going to do that. In order to tell you this, we want to tell you about 2 types of teams that you're going to be working in. The first type of team is called a thinking team. Now, these thinking teams are going to be mixed Year 7 and 8 boy and girl teams that you'll be working in only on day 1. Then we're going to have project teams. Now, project teams are going to be teams based on a certain job that we will need to be done need to get done during our grand designs period. So these project teams might be something like a building group or an interior designs group or a group that's in charge of decorating the corridor or something like that. So the reason that we've put you into thinking teams and then project teams is because we don't actually know what project teams you need, and we're going to put that over to you. So in your thinking teams today, day one, we want you to be thinking about what is it that we need, what teams do we need, what teams of people do we need in order to set up our class really well. So part of what you're going to do today in your thinking teams is look at the research you've got, go online, do some researching, check it out, do some collaborating, having some conversations with one another. And we want you to present your ideas by the end of the day and show us what you think needs to be your top 3 priorities in our Grand Designs project. Then we'll take your feedback on this afternoon, and tomorrow morning we'll be able to present to you what we think are the main project teams that we will be needing moving forward. Then tomorrow, you'll be able to choose your own project team. So if you've got a knack for maths and spatial setups, you might want to join a team that works on actually physically moving furniture and space stuff in different spaces, and you might want to be able to design that stuff. If you're someone who loves art and creating, you might be on a team that looks at what colours help us learn and what things we should put on the walls and things like that. So, just to summarise, day one, thinking teams, we've already decided who they are, we'll tell you about them soon. Day 2 and onwards, project teams that you'll stay on based on an area that you're interested in.
Thanks, Dan. Hey, in your thinking teams today, we're going to be running a mini comp. We're going to be doing PB4L quizzes. If you're not sure what PB4L is, you'll soon learn. The Year 8s know all about it. We're also going to be doing team challenges, and there'll be a prize at the end of the day. So put your thinking caps on and let's go for it.
Right, guys, we've already told you about your thinking teams, your project teams, the mini comp that we're going to be doing today. What we also need to tell you is that we're going to be doing a Shark Tank this afternoon. Now, a Shark Tank, if you've ever seen the program, is when, as a program where people come in with their amazing ideas and they try and get people to invest in their ideas lots of money. Now, we're not going to invest lots of money into our ideas, but what we're going to be doing this afternoon is each thinking team is going to have to propose their top 3 priorities that they think need to be project teams moving forward. Your presentations need to be a maximum of 4 minutes and a minimum of 2 minutes. This afternoon, straight after lunch, you'll come in and you'll all present, each group will present their ideas. Every group needs to present something, and that is super, super important. So your group needs to choose how they do their presentation. You might want to do a song and a dance, you might want to do some sort of drama skit or whatever it might be. That is up to you to choose. And you must justify what you think are the top priorities with evidence. So you might use some of the evidence that you're given today in your packs, or you might use some evidence that you found online. Let me give you an example. If for example, you think that the whole class needs to be painted green with lots of trees everywhere, then just to justify that with evidence, you might bring us an article that you found from the Ministry of Education, for example, that says that children learn best when they are surrounded by plants. Now, that's just a funny example, but that's something that you might do. So a good presentation would be like, hey, guys, this is my idea, here's the evidence, and this is why I think it's important. So that's everything you need to know for today and for the rest of the next 2 weeks.
Good luck, designers.
We believe in you.